Good morning, everybody. I am doing my torch leg workout today, but we're going to take it nice and easy. Leg day is something most people avoid because it's challenging, and even though I'm not 100%, I'm almost there. I'm so close. So I wanted to do leg day, but I have a gentle version of this workout for days like today when I want to do it, but I don't want to go whole hog with the legs. So let me just share this. We can start to jog it out. The most important thing to remember is with every single exercise you do in my workouts, you have got to keep your core tight. So what is your core? Your core is not just your abs. Your core includes your abs, part of your back, and your glutes. So it's really, really important that you keep that area tight. I got a question from someone yesterday saying, how do I keep that area tight? I don't really know how to do it. And that is a legitimate question. So I think the best way, stand in this position and clench this right here. Okay? Well, when you're clenching your abs, you are also clenching part of your back and you're clenching your glutes. So kind of your legs a little bit and feel that tightness. That's how I want you to feel when you're keeping your core tight. So really important for good form. When you have good form, you're a lot less susceptible to injury, which is critical. So let's do some hip sweeps. If you've had any injuries, surgeries, anything like that, you have to check with your doctor, find out what you can and can't do. It's very, very, very important. So open up those hips. Now we're going to get into a runner's stretch. I do not want you to bounce. I want you to just let your hips sink to the floor. Other side. Ooh, that feels really good. Someone is saying hello, which is awesome. Charlene, good morning. You have a blessed day too. And we are going to get started. All right, so the first one we're going to do are regular squats. Now, a lot of people do them wrong. They squat down like this and put their knees past their toe. They hunch over, and I don't want you doing that. What I want you to do is sit back, stick your butt back so that your knees stay behind your toe. I would like you to hold a dumbbell. I'm going to go with a 10. Normally, I would go with 2 10s, but I'm listening to my body, not wanting to set myself back. So we're going to go for 1 minute. So you're going to sit, lower through your heels, drive up through your heels, and squeeze those glutes at the top. You do not have to use any weight if you're just starting out. You see, I'm not doing this. I do not want you to ever rush through my exercises. I want slow, controlled. I want you to hold a really good and solid form throughout. You take breaks whenever you need to, 3 to 4 seconds, and then get back in. If you need another break 10 seconds later, guess what? You take it. This is not about not taking breaks. This is not about getting through the whole minute without stopping. This is about not quitting. This is about finishing the minute, even if you're doing 1 squat every 5 seconds and you've dropped your weight. I don't care. You finish. You don't quit. I am sore from yesterday from the isometric workout. Whew, we're done. Look at how fast that went. Michelle, good morning to you too, and you have a fabulous day as well. That felt really good. Okay, so what we'll normally do is a full side lunge, right, where I have you lunge to the side, keeping your knee behind your toe and pushing up. We are going to do the side lunge, but we're going to just do very small pulses. I would like you to hold a weight no more than probably 10 or 12 pounds. If you're very experienced, you could do 15, okay? Or even 20, but I'll leave that up to you. So we're going to do 45 seconds. So do you see my range of motion? It's only about maybe 10 inches. So I'm lowering through my heel, pushing up through my heel. My abs are tight. getting back on more of a regular schedule. Now that all the kids are back in school, I'm back to work. And feeling better, which is also important. When you need a break, if your leg is cramping, my quad is cramping a little bit, it's okay. Just stretch it out and get back into it. Other leg. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna stretch my quad. I told you I am sore from yesterday, for sure. Okay, other side. You're driving up through that heel and lowering through that heel, keeping your abs tight. So you'll see me from the side. Okay, you see how my back is flat. I'm not hunched over like this. Take those breaks whenever you need to. You are so much stronger and so much more powerful than you think. Trust me when I tell you. 2, 1, done. Awesome. Oh, I think somebody else said hello to me. Margie! One of these days, I'm going to be done coughing and sniffling on my workouts with you. So we're going to do a wall sit. So you just need a small spot. You're going to lower down, drive up through your heels. Try to get your knees at a 90-degree angle. I don't even care if you hold a weight. Get as low as you can. You can even keep something next to you to push yourself up when you need those breaks. But the whole point is you lower yourself down. It's a little harder the closer you put it up towards your hip. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. I want those shoulders back against the wall. I want your abs tight. The burn is real, for sure. When you need a break, you stand up and take a break. And you don't feel the least bit bad about it. We're here, we're showing up. Our muscles are working incredibly hard. And that's why we're here. Less than 10 seconds, we can totally do this. You have to fight through the burn, drop the weight, but don't quit. 3, 2, 1, done. At any point, you drop that weight. If you feel like you're about to quit, drop the weight, make it a little easier on yourself. Stand up, take that break, but you fight to finish. There's something about finishing that feels really, really good and just empowers you to keep going. Okay, so next, we're getting on the ground. This is one of my favorite exercises. You know what, let's have a little sip of water while we're at it. Okay. So we're gonna lay on our side. We're gonna rest our head in our hands. This is a very, very, very good exercise. So the whole point is you're gonna hold a weight. The closer to your knee it is, the more challenging. The further up, it's a little easier. Keeping your feet together, you squeeze and you open up. So this is a great workout or a great exercise if you have saddlebags. They can be a really sort of tough area to work, so you have to really target them. If you don't have them, this is still a great exercise to do just for definition and strength and toning in that area. So you never have to be worried with my workouts that you're going to bulk up. You know, the whole like, I don't want to look like a man. You're not going to look like a man. We don't work out with heavy enough weights for you to bulk up and look like a male bodybuilder. People who do that, women who do that, are very intentional about bulking up. It is a lifestyle. It is a way of life. It is a very big way of life. We're going to go a minute on each side. Squeeze, take those breaks when you need to. It is a way of life. It is a way of life in how you lift. It is a way of life in how you eat. So you do not need to worry about that. That is not a concern. What you're going to do with ViscoFit is get leaner, get more definition, and get stronger. And I'll tell you that it works because I haven't just seen it with me. I've seen it with dozens of other people. I have lots of you that send me your pictures and or send me your stories. I've been doing this for 6 months. I've lost 30 pounds. I've lost X number of inches off my waist, off my thighs. So, telling you, the great thing about weights is you are burning long after you're done working out. You burn while you're working. You burn while you're sleeping. You might find you have one leg here that's stronger than the other. Have grace for that. It just means you're human. We have 10 seconds. Oh my gosh, the burn is so intense. Drop the weight if you need to, but don't quit. Finish the minute. Come on. 3, 2, 1, done. Woo! That's no joke. That's such a great exercise. Okay, we are going to stay on the ground. I want you to go a little bit lighter than that. I'm going to go with an 8. You can go with a 5. You can go with nothing if you're just starting out. So you're going to put that weight in the crook of your knee, and then you're going to squeeze it between your hamstring and your calf so that it is secure. So you're going to be on all fours, your hands directly underneath your shoulders. You're going to drive your hip up, bring it back to starting position where it's even with the other knee, and drive back up. The key is that you're driving up with your heel. 45 seconds on each side. So when you drive up, you get it up as high as you can. You squeeze as hard as you can. You keep your abs crazy tight. And you breathe. Come on. I get it. You just take a break when you need to. Do you need another break already? Take another break. If you need to drop the weight, drop it. Okay, time to switch. Okay, are you guys ready? Come back down to starting, drive up. Again, we're not rushing, we're not jerking that leg. That upward motion is caused by us squeezing those muscles, squeezing your hamstrings and your glutes, but you have to keep your abs tight. The rest of your body should be perfectly still. How are you guys doing? We keep fighting. That is what we do. And done. Okay, the next one I want you to do is get a heavier weight. If the heaviest you have are 8 or 10 pounds, try to hold both of them. I want you to sit down. That's a little squishy. If you have a harder chair, use that, but this will be fine. So you're going to sit in this position, and I want you to squeeze your quads to get this up. So I have a 20-pound weight. It's heavy for sure, but this isn't a big range of motion. Okay, you have to squeeze your abs and squeeze your quads. If you do not have any weights or very light weights, put your hands on top of your knee and push down as you're lifting up. You can create Great resistance that way. Keep your abs tight. Remember, you're not making a jerking motion, you're just squeezing. I am really ready for my head to clear out. 2, 1, done. Other side. Squeeze. Hey, Dave. Baby, I brought a sausage, the breakfast sausage, if you want it. Okay. Squeeze. We can do it. Come on, we have 10 more seconds. Take those breaks when you need to. 3, 2, 1, and done. Woo! Okay. The next one we're going to do is you're going to want to stand your weight up against something. Now, I would like you to go a little bit heavier with this one, but not too heavy if you're just starting out, because you need to get comfortable with this. So you're going to lay down. You're going to grab it between the arch of your feet. So I want you to make sure you have it in there securely. It can take a moment, but you'll know when you have it, and squeeze your feet together. Okay, lay down, curl it in, release. You might need to scoot a little further away from wherever you had it. Leaning, squeeze. So you're squeezing your hamstrings and your glutes. Keep those feet together really tightly. So there's a machine at the gym where you lay down and you curl like this, but we don't need a gym. We certainly don't need to pay for a gym membership every month. We certainly don't need to take that extra time out of our day to drive there and deal with the crowds of people and waiting on machines and all of that. You just do it at home, in and out. 3, 2, 1, done. And it is preferable, much preferable to doing that. Okay, lay on the ground. I am going to go, because we're going gentle, you can go with like a 3 or a 5 if you want. I'm going to go with an 8. You're going to lay. Bottom leg is bent, top leg. You're going to rest this weight. You can put it alongside your leg like that or across. Really depends on how long your arms are. And you're going to squeeze to lift. Okay, you have got to keep your abs tight, 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 tight. Normally, I would go with a 10 or a 12 for this. At least start with that and then drop down. And that's what you guys have to understand. Drop down anytime you need to. You start with an 8 and the burn becomes just too intense and you're finding you're starting to try to fling your leg up. Don't do that. Just drop down to your 5 or drop completely to finish. There's no shame in that. You're still squeezing, you're still lifting, you're still keeping those abs tight. You're still taking those breaks when you need to. 3, 2, 1, done. Other side. Bottom leg is bent. Your head is resting in your hands. And you're going to squeeze. I want you guys to feel good. I'm not saying you're not going to feel sore, but there's something really satisfying about being sore. And when people are like, why are you walking funny? Or you're trying to go up or down stairs and you're like, oh, They're like, why? And you're like, oh, I'm so sore from my workout. There's something kind of nice about saying that. Instead of just, oh, I'm sore because I've been spending too much time sitting on the couch, or I'm sleeping too long, or, spending too many hours in the car, for work, or driving the kids around, whatever. Oh, come on, 3, 2, 1, done. Guys, we are rocking this out. Okay, move your mat. Have a little sip of water. I just broke my cardinal rule. Do you know what it is? Can you tell? I left that weight sitting right behind me. So imagine I step back, boom, I go down. So you always clear your weights out after an exercise. I'm usually very careful about it. Okay. Ooh. All right. So normally I do something called a curtsy lunge, where you step back behind you and you lower yourself down. We're going to do a mini curtsy lunge. Now, what you have to pay very close attention to is that your knee does not go past your toe. So make sure you're stepping far enough back. It's just normally I ask you to go as low as you can. Today I'm just asking you to go maybe 6 or 8 inches down. 45 seconds on each side. We are not using a weight. You certainly can if you want to. Feel free. Keep your abs tight, shoulders back. Keep looking down and checking that knee, because as you get more fatigued, you are going to want to get sloppy with your form, but you're not going to. 10 more seconds on this side. Take breaks when you need to. Okay, other side. Again, check your knee. Are your abs tight? Are your shoulders back? It should be like you have a rod in your spine. Five more seconds. Come on. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good job. Okay. So the next one, you are wide. You're going to raise up on your toes, and you're just going to lower a little bit. And we're doing little pulses, okay? So we are working the entire leg. Again, feel free to hold a weight if you would like. I am not going to. We are going to do this for 1 minute. Raise up on the balls of your feet, lower. Now, you can go this low if you want to, or you can stay up here. Most important thing is your abs are tight, your shoulders are back. You are fighting in your core to keep your balance. This is like the fastest we'll ever move. Pulses, smaller range of motion. You're really focusing on those muscles. Your legs should be shaking like crazy. Mine are. When you need a break, take it. So one of the ways you measure progress with my workouts is you're able to go 5 or 10 seconds longer than you did 3 weeks ago. 2, 1, done. Or you were only able to do 8 pounds the time before, this time you're doing 10. So keep that in mind. You're not going to start these workouts after not working out for 3, 5, 7, 10 years and just jump in and do everything the way you did when maybe you were working out more or you were younger and you didn't have kids. So do not get discouraged. This is not the place for that. I never want you feeling discouraged. I want you getting your butt kicked. But discouragement does not come along with that. That is absolutely, positively not what I'm all about. I am all about slowly and steadily getting you stronger, because with more strength comes a load of benefits. But even in the beginning, when you don't feel strong and you can't go as long as you want or with as much weight as you want or as many reps or whatever, there is still satisfaction in completing a workout. It's just true. Okay, the next one we're going to do not use weights unless you want to. And if you do, don't go crazy heavy, maybe a 5 in each hand. So here's what we're going to do. You are going to kneel, drive up through this heel, up, and then go down on the opposite leg. So yeah, you're like, oh, I can totally do this. It gets pretty challenging. You've got to keep your abs tight, your shoulders back. Normally, I would hold 2 5s or 2 8s or 2 10s if I was feeling at my absolute best. Again, you might want to double up your mat if it's uncomfortable on your knees. If you have knee issues, you can do reverse lunges. Take breaks when you need to. That is what we do. We take more than 2. We have 5 seconds left. You might have slowed down like me. 2, 1, done. Who cares? We don't. Okay, so now we're going to lay down again. Oh my gosh. Isn't that funny when I say, oh my gosh, like, it really just surprises me how fast the workouts go. You're gonna lay on your back, okay, on your elbows. The other leg is bent, and I want you doing big figure 8s. You can open up if you need to. You can keep the other leg flat. I prefer to keep mine bent. 45 seconds on each side. I want big figure 8s. So yes, your abs are going to get a workout, but the main thing I want is for you to be squeezing those quads. The biggest figure 8 you can muster. Your leg should be on fire. It's probably shaking. Go as far to each side as you can. That's part of how you make a big figure. Do not quit. Do not quit. 3, 2, 1. Other leg. Whew. You might need to adjust so you don't kick anything like I did. Squeeze that quad. It is powering this motion. You might have one leg that you feel is stronger, is not burning as much. Everybody usually has one leg that's stronger, has better balance, the whole 9 yards. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Done. Oh. Oh my gosh, guys, you know what that is? That is our timer, because it's time to cool down. We're done. Pull your knee into your chest. Fold that knee over, keeping both shoulders on the ground and this arm outstretched. Oh, such a good stretch. Pull that other knee into your chest. Fold it over. Oh, I swear I never regret working out. Even when I don't feel like it. Rock yourself up. I want you to get into downward facing dog. Get that tailbone up in the air. Try to straighten your legs if you can. And I want you to push one heel down while the other foot lifts up, then the other. So we're stretching out our calves. Roll up slowly. Oh. This is just too good. Lunge to one side, keeping the knee behind the toe. Straighten your legs, pull on your calves, ankles, shoes, whatever. Roll up slowly. We are done. I will be on tomorrow morning. Most likely not until 7:30 Eastern, okay? Have a beautiful day. As always, write me if you need encouragement, advice, whatever. Tina, I got your message. If you did not see this, if you saw it, acknowledge me. Tina, I had one of the people who does my workouts write me and say, I know practically what you mean with keeping my core tight, but I don't feel that I'm doing it. And that was what I was telling you. Get in this position and squeeze as hard as you can in this area, as if someone was about to punch you in the gut and you're kind of bracing yourself for it. That's when you're keeping your core tight. So through every exercise, this whole area needs to be tight. You're not going to feel it as much back here. This is where you're going to feel it. So I would say, pretend like someone's going to punch you in the gut. That's the easiest way to think about it. Okay, have a great day. Bye, Alyssa. Bye, YouTube. Good morning.